Basketball continuing on the SEC network as the border battle reconvenes for the 223rd time. Georgia coming off maybe their biggest win of the season so far over number.
Ball, one of the best turnaround stories in the SEC this year.
Second meeting of the year between Florida and Georgia. The first was won 92-84. Gators shot 57%, but the biggest difference was on the backboards where Florida won that battle 41-27.
Yeah, when you talk to Coach Creighton, it's they got to keep the ball out of the paint, but they got to finish defensive possessions. They got to rebound the ball.
A quick scrum, and Florida will come away with it. This is Noah Locke as we look at the starting lineups for the Florida Gators, brought to you by Farm Rich. Tyree Appleby, the transfer out of Cleveland State, having a very, very nice season so far, along with Payne Derugi and Mann, who we talked about. Good ball movement, three out of the corner, boy.
You're going to see a lot of ball screens with this Florida offense today. They've really turned their offense away. Really trying to get a defensive identity going and trying to play at a fast pace, and it all starts with their defense. When they're good defensively, they're a different team. When they struggle defensively, they give up a lot of points, and it puts a lot of pressure on their offense. And he's a guy that when he's going and he's playing good, it really makes this Florida team a deep, deep, dangerous ball club.
Georgia undersized, really spreading the floor, looking for a place to go. That ball swatted away. Justin Kier with his first attempt, and that rejected. And quickly at 11-7 in the SEC, and did take Florida to an Elite Eight back in 2016-17.
Tremendous coach, Paul, and all the players. He's trying to find a combination and a combination, but again, his team is performing at a good level, not as much as he'd like, but again, he's able to adjust and adapt.
And one in SEC play. That's the best mark in the entire conference, but a couple of back-to-back turnovers. Nice patience, that right. It's cliched, and every coach would say that it is harder to do, particularly when the other team gets a vote. Zentsev, 6'7" freshman out of Moscow, went to high school in Tennessee. And back-to-back turnovers, and here comes Wheeler once again. Euro step, lays. The pass was there, Joe.
What a great pass, and that's the vision that true great point guard has, and he's a definition of blue collar, just a tough, get after you individual.
Stay with the game plan and stay tough. Remember again, number 20 Missouri. There you see the transfer from Stony Brook, Virginia Tech, and George Mason respectively. Certainly getting the first, second, and in that possession the third look that they wanted, all wide open jump shots. Just could not get any of them to fall. We'll give you the shooting numbers early coming out of the time.
They want defensively from their team.
Wide open in the corner. That shot just rattles in and out by Kamara. Georgia right now 3 of 13 from the floor. Mann turns the corner easily.
That guy turned the corner. The big's got to show flat, or he's got to show high, or you got to get under. But you can't let the point guard turn the corner.
Dangerous, lazy.
It's got to make Gonzo Martin sleep a lot better.
14 points, 5 rebounds. 3-point, you talked about him being stronger at the point guard position. He's averaging 5 rebounds per game, so getting in there and doing a really good job for his team. Lewis, number 23, on the wing. Aruji on as well.
Little zone for Georgia.
Nice attack of the basket. Basketball coaches, and they'll talk about racial injustice, black women in leadership on and off the court, and the importance of sports trailblazers. Kentucky head coach Kyra Elzy also provides her perspective. Ball fake.
They don't want to play in the half court. Florida's scoring the ball and making Georgia take the ball out of the basket and play at their pace. The pace of the game is by far and over again, getting a good shot every time and not forcing.
Commodity for the Florida Gators. Again, they've missed 10 games, either canceled or postponed. They went on a streak where they beat Tennessee, Georgia, Vanderbilt, and then won at West Virginia, won 4 in a row. But then they lost a couple of games that were kind of head scratchers and probably just a result.
Yo-yo, you got to keep your feet and keep it. He's usually very effective. Like, it's easier said than done. We're going to stop him and keep him going from going left, but a lot of times that's a lot easier said than done.
Man on the step back, thought about the three, still plenty of time on the shot clock. Daruji shaking, Bacon gets to the front of the rim. Appleby left alone. Three-pointer, set your feet and knock it down. Wow.
Selfish.
Well, remember what Mike White said. Let's make sure we get Kamani down inside. Good entry pass. But when we spoke with Coach White this morning, just 2 or 3 hours before tip, he said, let's make sure as a group we get our shot. We don't want you to get your shot. 43% threes last year.
Short shot for a wide open line. They want to attack. They talked over and over after that Missouri game how they attacked, how they played and got the basket, got Missouri in foul trouble as Locke raises up for an easy three. But they've got two. And that shot right there in transition by Khaira is not a bad shot. A wide open three by, like you said, Paul, 36% free three-point shooter.
Wheeler again coming at the other direction. He goes to his right hand. Nice swipe of the backboard that time by Ty Fagan, 6'3" junior out of Logtown, Georgia. There's going to be a bump there.
Again, Paul's, I got to get this pace and play going. They had 10 points in 15 minutes. Yeah, I mean, if you could have got it to him earlier, but that would have been a tough finish for Kamara.
Here comes Wheeler with numbers all the way to the front of the rim. Boy,
when he plays well, they're very successful.
He's had some big games, had 25 at L-rounds and now up to 14 points, 5 and
10, maybe under 10 going into half.
Burton hit. Wheeler straight away, off the perimeter, not close, long rebound, and another second chance opportunity. Pull up, quick jumper.
To have a chance.
Round to screen, pull up, jump shot. Not so much pressure on the high ball screen. Shot clock and game clock separated by about 6.5 seconds. Here's Wheeler again. Boy, is he good off the dribble. That is such a nice play, keeping your dribble alive, and for the dunk to Fagan.
Just probed the defense till he found what he wanted.
And Georgia is back within 11, and given the fact that it could have been much, much worse, counts if it goes. We'll see if that's good or not. That was Noah Locke, one of the best three.
He's scrambling, trapping, getting after it. Get lucky here with being able to keep the ball in bounds. Lose the shooter in the corner. Lose that for coach.
Nice cut down the middle, and
nobody saw Fagan coming right down the middle of the legs.
Per game so far. The quick fouls were just underway here. We played 33 seconds in the second half. Man, behind the back dribble, frees himself. Boy, was that
Okey doke, pulled it back for the three. Nice.
Lob pass over the defense inside to Fagan. There.
That's my shot. That's not our shot.
That's a really good call, Joe. Wheeler, and Daruji rejects that, swats it out.
Excellent energy defensively. And again, if you can protect the rim and play hard at both ends, have the ability to take a bad shot every now and then.
You know, it's got to be a real challenge to manage a rotation that's as much as 11 deep, or is it better to just go with it?
I would set a pick on Bird, and I'd go down in the lane, and I'd have a little guy on me, and I'd be calling for the ball, and he'd call me out for a ball screen. And I remember one time at lunch, we were sitting there, and I'm going, how come you never throw it to me? I got a little guy on me in the post, and you call me out for the ball screen so you could shoot a three. And he looked at me cool and as ever, and he goes, if you were me, would you throw you the ball? Some of the wins, Paul, are very impressive by Florida.
Well, especially the one at West Virginia, and that can extend it as well.
Blackshear gone as well. I mean,
range of expertise and specialties determined that
all grown men. We were all a veteran team, and that shook us.
Oh, absolutely. Castleton down inside, absorbed, but to continue to work on your game and your skills and improve your body, as Trey Mann has done. He gets to the backboards, rebounds as well. We talked about Xavier Wheeler in that category as well. Mann now with 11. And Georgia trying to get back in this game. A lifetime left. Wheeler looking at the three-pointer and buries that.
He didn't want it to be dribbled up the floor because his man could get to him. He was cherry-picking at the other end. Take that, Pat.
Lewis missing out of the corner. Your comparison, some of our conversations to the great point guard of the world champion San Antonio Spurs, Avery Johnson. Former head coach at Alabama. Nice make off.
We're able to recover and get a stop from getting an easy layup.
Coach Crean talking an awful lot about Toumani Camara, the 6'8" sophomore out of Brussels, how hard he works. He wants to be an NBA player. Euro step and count. 29 left. And Toumani Camara, already Georgia, an undersized.
In there too, he's gone double the scoring average from last year. Having a tough game tonight, but he's certainly a very improved player.
Jeter thought about taking it off the dribble. Good attack.
And about Johnson and Eder with Coach Crean for Georgia. It's right now. Around in the second half versus Missouri. Let's see how it works against Florida.
Zero being guarded by Zero. Eder comes over to help. The ball is loose. And here comes Georgia. Johnson, nice little drop pass. And Kyer with a quick leg. Wheeler going left again, gets knocked to the floor, and he'll be rewarded.
Going to stop him coming downhill. You got to have other guys.
Single season record for assists at the university. Wonderful all-around season.
Changing defenses, a little zone, trying to get Florida a little bit confused, not comfortable in the half-court set.
Ferrucci, 15-footer, no. A battle down inside Kyer.
Points. And when they get locked in, we've locked them up and kind of showed what they're capable of doing.
Castle.
Stagnant here lately. Like to see the ball get to the paint to Castleton or off the drive.
Lewis in some jeopardy there, out to Derugi.
There you go. Nice. There you go. Good job.
Ball movement.
Settle for one. They're not hitting their three, so you can't settle for one pass.
And 7 in conference play. Castleton using those long arms, battling for it, and coming out is P.J. Horn, number 24 in red, and quickly into the front court. K.D. Johnson having a pretty tough afternoon so far. Nice kick ahead to Castleton. Who led
Johnson in the previous play getting to the rim, but you got to have floor balance defensively, and he wasn't in the play, so you got to account for him going the other way. Nobody did.
Fagan, nice change of direction and over. Trey Mann will go to the sideline. Lewis now with it on the perimeter. 8:35 left, and it's a 13-point advantage.
Paul, I played with a guard named John Bagley, and we would be playing in scrimmage with the Celtics when I was with the Celtics.
This one, like they did on Tuesday.
I think at some point this young man's going to force so many things offensively. I think with his ability to cover 4 positions, good ball handler, I think the offense will come. I think right now he's putting a little too much emphasis on his scoring. If he'll just give them effort, he'll be in the game and the scoring will come. And it's really increased their offensive production.
Fagan now has a dozen, but neither he nor Wheeler are getting much help anyplace else. K.D. Johnson, the outstanding freshman, been pretty quiet. Into the corner, Glover has been good off the bench, and the rebound taken by Wheeler, and immediately kicking ahead. That's a good attack of the basket, and right on cue.
Makes, but they're really going to do it off of long rebounds.
Offensive rebound comes out to Derugi. Florida will reset.
Glover and Lewis shooting quick threes in a half-court set is not what Mike White wants.
A rare miss. Look at Derugi. Look at his activity, and it pays.
An athlete that's got a nose for the ball. Great play.
Wheeler left all alone. Hit on. Very much in. Mike White, head coach for Florida, directing traffic against this extended zone. Castleton about 50 feet from the bucket, and shot clock winding down. Derugi on the lob, throws it down.
Pass it was, but it didn't have to be because that guy can get up.
That was really a big play and well designed and executed by Florida because that possession looked like it was going nowhere. Nice play by Castleton. Castleton rolling in the lane, count the basket. Florida led it by as many as 18.
Florida is keeping Georgia and closing that gap all the way.
Wheeler, nice kick. Eder thought about it. And nice play. Just inside of 4 minutes remaining. Nice pass to Castleton, takes the hit.
They just couldn't close it out. Went out with all his guys, just kind of letting the
throughout so far the year.
I mean, Castleton's just got to get over the little mental errors and the little missteps that he does. He can take criticism, and that's a huge part about being able to play at the next level. And to allude onto your point, Paul, I think he'll have a chance because with so much ball screening action and people switching, he can take advantage of the mismatches in the prep here at Little Rock. We didn't see any of that. He's a nice dressed young man, and I give full credit to.
They're the dresser.
They've done wonders with his wardrobe. It's been great. Great to see.
George has done wonders. George has done some wonderful things right now over the last 5 or 6 minutes to get it back within 8. Big basket, big attack that time by Lewis.
4 attempts, 3 of them have been threes. That's not Scotty Lewis. He can shoot the 3, but that's Scotty Lewis right there. Attack the basket first, the threes will come.
Contact on the perimeter, and Wheeler. The floor hadn't gotten any softer through the years. And
this team is good, Florida. They're really good. They're a dangerous team if they can figure some things out, and I'm sure they will with Mike White.
Careless for Tre Mann. Nice unselfish play. Laid it up and in. That could have been a 3-point play. And look at this. It's a 6-point game. 2-possession game. In big free throws. Didn't think we'd.
Nice floor game. Maybe hasn't scored as much as he would like or had possessions with his unselfish play.
Wheeler able to save a few very valuable ticks. Here's Johnson. Thought about the 3. Takes it right to the basket, lays it up and in. That was quick. Wheeler once again leading the way with 27. Ty Fagan has 14. Both teams in the double bonus.
Be patient, read it. The trap's coming at some point. Read it, make a good decision. Got timeouts, no panic.
Guard to guard screen. Here comes Mann. Now working against P.J. Horn. Tough pull-up jump shot. That comes up well short. George is going to have an opportunity. Here comes Johnson. Johnson spinning, getting in the lane. Nice pass inside to Fagan. Boy, he was surrounded. DeRougie was there as well. Comes outside to Horn. And that's going to be an inadvertent.
Great drive here.
So the foul and the whistle was there on Mann. One at the free throw line. Well, interesting. That Horn was fouled before.
Well, the thing is here, you go for a steal, and if you end up fouling the guy like right there, you try to get the steal, you try to reach, you try to gamble, but if you don't with any game, but just played a nice steady game. A lot of guys for Florida on a guy. I can count on somebody. I think that
Florida's got a game at Auburn, at Kentucky, and then home versus Missouri to close out their regular season before the SEC tournament. Nice spin move inside by Johnson. And that's going to do it. I think that Georgia will allow Florida to dribble this one out in the hands of our Zaxby's player of the game. And a solid win for Florida. They improved to 11-6 so far on the year, 7-5 in conference. And Georgia, they got awfully close. They played awfully hard. You had 2 fine college basketball coaches. But Georgia falls to Florida on the road 70-63. Your final